Welcome back to Kuma English Listening Hub. In today's episode, we are going to step into a world of music, lights, and excitement. Our topic is how theme parks keep us entertained all day. Maybe you have visited a theme park before. You stand in a long line for a ride. Your feet hurt. The weather is hot. But somehow, you are still smiling. At the end of the day, you feel tired, but also happy and satisfied. Have you ever wondered why? In this listening episode, we will explore how theme parks are carefully designed to keep you entertained from the moment you arrive until the moment you go home. We will talk about 5 main points. First, how the layout and path of the park guide your experience. Second, how music and sound effects influence your emotions. Third, how smells and food are used to keep you interested. Fourth, how waiting in line is turned into part of the fun. And finally, how storytelling connects everything together. As you listen, try to imagine you are walking through a theme park. Notice how many small details work together to create one big experience. Let's start with the layout of a theme park. When you enter a well-designed theme park, it is not just a random collection of rides. The paths, buildings, and open spaces are carefully planned. In fact, many parks use an idea called the hub and spoke design. Imagine a bicycle wheel. In the center, there is a hub. From the hub, many spokes go out to the edge. Some theme parks are built in a similar way. When you enter, you walk onto a main street or central area. At the end of this street, you usually see a strong visual symbol, such as a castle, a mountain, or a tall roller coaster. This is the central hub. Why is this important? Because this central icon helps you find your way. No matter where you are, you can usually see it in the distance. It makes you feel less lost and more comfortable. From this central area, paths lead to different themed zones. Each zone may have a different style. One area may look like a futuristic city. Another may feel like an old fishing village. Another may look like a jungle. The park designers also control what you see first. Many parks place some of their biggest, most exciting rides a little deeper inside the park, not right at the entrance. To reach them, you have to walk past shops, smaller rides, and food stands. This encourages you to explore and maybe buy something along the way. Another trick is hiding things. Designers often use buildings and trees to block your view. You cannot see the whole park at once. Instead, you see one area at a time. This makes every turn feel like a new discovery. Now, let's move on to music and sound. Have you ever noticed that different parts of a theme park have different music? In a pirate area, you might hear drums and sea shanties. In a futuristic area, you might listen to electronic music. In a fairy tale zone, you may hear soft, magical melodies. These sounds are not random. Sound designers create playlists that match the story of the area and repeat them again and again throughout the day. If the music is cheerful and fast, you may walk more quickly and feel more excited. If it is calm, you may slow down and relax. Sound design also includes many small details. When you walk near a roller coaster, you hear its loud roar. In a jungle area, you may hear birds, monkeys, and waterfalls, even if the animals in water are not real. Your brain accepts these sounds and believes the environment is real. Sometimes, parks use sound to hide other sounds. Large crowds can be noisy. Children can cry. Machines can make mechanical noises. By playing music and sound effects, designers cover these sounds so that you focus more on the fun atmosphere. There is also the famous background music that many parks use at the entrance and in central areas. This music is often energetic and positive. It welcomes you and tells your brain, it is time to have fun. Next, let's talk about smell and food. Smell is a powerful sense. It is strongly connected to memory and emotion. Theme parks understand this very well. In some parks, special machines release certain smells into the air. For example, in a bakery area, you may smell fresh bread, cookies, or popcorn, even if they were baked hours ago. The smell makes you feel hungry and curious. You follow it and end up buying a snack. On a water ride, you may smell something like the sea. In a forest area, you may smell pine trees. These smells help your brain believe the story of the place. Food itself is also part of the entertainment. Many theme parks do not just sell normal snacks. They create food that matches the theme. In a space-themed zone, you might find drinks with strange colors or desserts that look like planets. In a fantasy area, you might see drinks with smoke from dry ice or very colorful ice creams. Eating these special foods becomes part of the experience. People take pictures, post them on social media, and remember them later as part of their magical day. Now, let's look at one of the least fun parts of any park: waiting in line. If you think about it, people spend a large part of their day in lines. If the lines were simple metal fences with nothing to see, most visitors would feel bored, impatient, or even angry. That is not good for business. So, theme parks have turned lines into something more interesting. This is called queue design. In some parks, the line is like a walk through a story. As you move forward, you pass through different rooms or outdoor scenes. You may see old maps on the walls, strange machines, or photos of imaginary characters. Sometimes, there are screens that show short videos. These videos introduce the story of the ride. Some parks add interactive elements. Maybe there is a puzzle on the wall you can try to solve. Maybe there is a game you can play with your phone that connects to the ride. Maybe there are buttons to press, levers to pull, or sound effects that react to your movement. By doing this, the park changes the way you feel about time. You still wait, but you are not just standing and looking at your watch. Your mind is busy. You are already inside the world of the attraction, even before you sit down on the ride. Now we come to one of the most important ideas: storytelling. Modern theme parks are not just about machines that spin, drop, or fly. They are about stories. Every ride, every shop, and every restaurant can be part of a larger story world. For example, in a pirate-themed area, the rides, the music, the costumes of the workers, and even the trash cans all follow the same style. Maybe there is an imaginary island, an evil captain, and a group of friendly pirates. This world has rules, history, and characters. When you enter that area, you become part of that world. For a few hours, you are not just a visitor. You are a traveler in a story. Some parks create original stories just for the park. Others are based on famous movies, books, or games. In both cases, the goal is the same: to make you feel emotionally connected. When a ride tells a clear story, you remember it better. You do not just say, "I went on a fast roller coaster." You say, "I escaped from a dragon," or "I flew through a space battle." The emotions are stronger when there is a beginning, a middle, and an end. Storytelling is also used in shows and parades. Dancers, actors, and singers perform in costumes that match the theme. The parade may tell the story of a festival in a magical kingdom, or a celebration on another planet. Fireworks at the end of the day may also be part of this story. Now, let's put everything together. Think about a typical day in a theme park. You arrive at the entrance, you hear lively music, and see a large, beautiful building or statue. This makes you feel excited. You walk through the main street. Shops are colorful. Workers wave and smile at you. You smell fresh popcorn and sweet treats. You buy a drink and keep walking. You reach the central hub. From here, you can choose different themed zones. Each one looks, sounds, and smells different. You decide to visit a jungle area. The path becomes more narrow. Trees and plants grow thicker around you. Animal sounds play from hidden speakers. The air feels cooler in the shade. You see a sign for a river adventure ride. The waiting time is 45 minutes. That sounds long, but the line moves through caves, old stone ruins, and wooden bridges. On the walls, you see drawings and maps that explain the story of an explorer who disappeared years ago. While you wait, you read the maps and find secret symbols. Your friend discovers a small stone that, when pressed, makes a wall glow. You laugh and forget about the time. Finally, you reach the boat. The ride takes you through dark caves, waterfalls, and a surprise drop at the end. Because you already know the explorer's story from the line, the ride feels richer and more meaningful. After the ride, you are hungry. Luckily, near the exit, there is a food stand that sells jungle-themed snacks. The workers wear explorer costumes. The drink cups look like bamboo. You sit and rest, still listening to the jungle music. Later in the afternoon, you walk to a different zone, perhaps a futuristic city. The music changes, the buildings are sharp and shiny. There are robots walking around, taking photos with visitors. At night, you return to the central hub. A big show is about to start. Lights, music, and fireworks fill the sky. The stories from different areas of the park come together in one final performance. After the show, you exit through the main street again. Now it is darker, but the street is warm and bright with lights. Soft music plays. You buy one last souvenir and leave feeling tired but satisfied. All of these feelings are not just lucky accidents. They are the result of careful planning, smart design, and creative storytelling. Before we finish, let's think about why theme parks matter to us. First, they are places of escape. People go there to forget their daily problems for a while. Second, they create shared memories. Families, couples, and friends remember their visits for years. They talk about the scary ride, the funny show, or the delicious snack. Third, theme parks bring together many different arts and skills. Architecture, engineering, music, painting, acting, cooking, and technology all work together in one place. Finally, theme parks can teach us something about our own lives. They remind us that details matter. A small piece of music, a smell, or a short story can change how we feel. As an English learner, you can use this idea too. When you study, try to build your own learning environment. Maybe you listen to special music, drink your favorite tea, or watch a short video before you start. These small details can make your study time more enjoyable, just like small details make a theme park more magical. Now, let's review some useful vocabulary and phrases from this episode. Hub and spoke design. A layout where paths or roads connect to a central point, like the spokes of a wheel. Layout. The way things are arranged in a space. Icon. A strong symbol or image that represents a place or brand. Sound design. The planned use of music and sound effects to create a feeling or atmosphere. Cue. A line of people waiting for something. Interactive. Something that responds when you touch it, move it, or use it. Storytelling. The activity of creating and telling stories. Immersive. So complete and realistic that you feel you are inside the experience. Now, a few reflection questions for you. 1. Have you ever been to a theme park? What details do you remember most clearly? Sounds, smells, shows, rides, or food? 2. Which themed area would you like to visit? A pirate island, a space city, a magic kingdom, or a jungle adventure? Why? 3. In your opinion, what is more important in a theme park? Extreme rides or strong storytelling? You can pause the audio and think about your answers. If you like, you can also write them down in English. This will help you practice expressing your opinion in a clear and detailed way. Thank you for listening to Kuma English Listening Hub. In this episode, we discovered how theme parks keep us entertained all day, using design, music, smell, food, cue experiences, and storytelling. If you enjoyed this topic, you can listen again and try to catch more details. Repeating the same listening several times is a powerful way to improve your English. See you in the next episode, and until then, notice the little details around you. You might be surprised how many of them are designed to guide your feelings, just like in a theme park.